Hello there. Welcome. Come on into this kitchen with me. I'm reaching over here trying to grab something and I'm all over the place. Come on to this kitchen with me. It's Monday. It is. It's Monday. Happy December and happy Monday. And we are in this kitchen today. Yes, come on in the kitchen with me. I'm going to move this camera in a minute. But come on in the kitchen with me. The Amazing Vegan. And we're just going to whip up something a little quick today. It's been a minute since we did some desserts. So let's get into some dessert today. Yeah, let's do some desserts. We did, last week we did the portobello. Let's see here. Last week we did the portobello cheesesteaks. And those were awesome. Those were so good. I'm rubbing my hands. I just broke 2 nails right before I got on here. Let's see what's going on here. Why does this always do this? I'm trying to see who's here. You all come on in so I can acknowledge you properly. Let me see. I think I may have pushed something here. And I'm going to go back and fix it if I did. Let's see. I did something. I know, right? I'm forever doing something here. What's this button for? Okay, I don't know. But I see that you all are coming in, but I can't see who's actually here. This did this one other time before, and I had Gabriel available with me, so I don't know what I pushed. I don't know what he pushed to fix that for me. Oh no, I don't think I meant to push that. I don't know. But I think eventually you all will show up on here. I don't know what happened. I don't like it. I don't like when I can't see you all. So maybe, I don't know, let's see. I don't know, and I don't like it. How you all are not showing up on here. I can see, let's see. I don't know what I did here. Huh. I don't know what I pushed here. And I don't like that something, it's not right. I don't like it. I can see you all coming in the kitchen with me, but I cannot see who it is. And I don't like that. I need to be able to acknowledge you. And I need to be able to see your comments. I don't know why this is doing this to me today, and I do not like it. I don't know. Well, I'm going to get started, and hopefully this will act right, because I don't like this at all. I don't like, oh, here we go. I think that's better. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Donna. There we go. Hi, everybody. I love you all. Yes, I do. See, I like to be able to see you all as you come in so that I can acknowledge you. I don't want to just know that people are in here. I want to know who it is that's in here so I can interact with you. But we're here. It's on. Let's go. So we're going to do some raspberry glazed donuts today. So it's been a minute since I did a dessert with you all. So we're going to do a little sweet dessert. And I know sometimes when people jump on, the first thing they want to know, hey cousin, the first thing they want to know is it something sweet or savory? Okay, so the last couple weeks, I think on the lives we've been doing savory. We've been doing some really good dishes. We've done some curries and some we've done some curries. We've done some we did the portobello cheesesteaks last week. So let's do something a little sweet today, okay? So we're gonna do some donuts. And these are not going to be fried. So, you know, I know a lot of us is like, oh, I'm going to do some fried, but I want to eat them. We're going to bake them, okay? And they're going to be just as good. So we're going to sift 2.5 cups of flour. So I'm just going to take some flour and put it in here and just sift it a little bit. You all can see. Can y'all see good? I done moved this camera a gazillion times. I think y'all can. I don't know if a gazillion is a real word, but you get it. So I'm just going to sift some flour. 2.5 cups is good. Hello there. Come on in the kitchen with me. It's Monday. It's cold out, but it's not ridiculously cold. And we're almost to, what is this? Yeah, we're almost at mid-December. We don't have snow. I went out the other day with just a hoodie on. This is December in Michigan. I don't know if y'all realize this yet, but we've been doing pretty darn good. I may have spoke too soon, but it's okay. We have to expect it. It's still winter time. Well, it's not officially winter, but we get it. We get it. So 2.5 cups of flour. This was pre-measured. So I said, she just pouring. No, this was actually pre-measured today. So we're good. This was pre-measured. And with these measurements, you should get at least 12 donuts. You should get about 12 donuts. Yes, it's nice. You can still go out. I mean, you need to wear a coat, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's doable. And if you're from Michigan or any other parts of the earth that is really cold, you already know that we can appreciate this kind of weather. Okay, so we put our 2.5 cups of flour. And so we're going to add some maple. We're going to do maple today. Where am I? I want to have a cup of maple. We're going to do some maple and not... Pastor Brown, I really do appreciate you coming on. I really do. You all are awesome. And that's going. I'm going to add a little bit more. And you guys don't forget to tag and share. And this is pure maple. I use organic cane sugar, but I try to use maple and some agave from time to time for the majority of what I need sweeteners for, so that I can kind of stay away from the sugar as much as possible. As much as possible anyway. And I have some coconut oil. Is it hot? It's hot. Hold on, y'all. I set it back here so that it can, and I actually forgot. Shame on me. I forgot I set it back here. That's horrible. I set some coconut oil back here so that it could kind of warm up a little bit. And it got hot, too hot, and I can't hold the bowl. So I'm going to let that cool off just for a couple of seconds before I add it in here. Yeah, that's really, really, really hot. It's really hot, but it's okay. Let's add a little, let me get my knife. We're gonna add a little lemon zest. Yeah, it's raspberry, but we're gonna add a little lemon. That's okay. Just a little lemon zest, give it a little flavor. And I had a zester. A zester. You know what? We'll use this bigger one today for right now, and then we'll find a smaller one another time. So just enough zest from, this is not participating. 1 lemon. Small lemon. Yeah, I need to find the better one. This one does not want to participate. So it's Monday. What are you all up to? Talk to me. Let's hear about it. Y'all know the famous question, what did you eat today? hopefully it was something nutritional. Hopefully you all are not sitting around eating nonsense. What did you all eat? It's Monday. Did everybody go back to work today? Kids went back to school today. Did you all enjoy your weekend? Did you get some me time? I want to know about it. Did you guys get me time? I told you me time is very important. At least one day a week, you have to get some me time. Because if you don't, even if your me time, listen, even if your me time is taking a good nap, you have to get some of that in. If you don't, you are going to be one groggy, irritable person. And then your loved ones are going to not want to be around you. Yeah, I need to find my better zester because this one is not my favorite. But it's going to get the job done today. Because we have our lemon zest in here and that's what we needed. And we have it. Got the job done. It got the job done. So I have some, while we're going through the rest of this, I have some really good news. And I am super, super, super excited to share it with you all. However, it's not time yet. But it's some really good news. I'm super excited. And that's what I was doing today. And I almost didn't make it on a live. And then I said, oh no, I have to be here. We have to be here. Like, we have to. So I said, let me sit this project down for a minute and then I can pick back up on it later. But I'm super excited. And I know this is something that you guys are really, really, really going to... I was trying to let my oil cool down. It is way too hot. This is something I'm going to have to use some coconut oil from this jar because they got entirely too warm, too fast. And I don't want that to be too hot. So I'm going to use some warm. And then I'm going to add some room temp until I get what I need. How about that? Oh, there's always a way. There's always a way. So I just use some of the warm, the hot, and then just mix some room temperature oil, coconut oil in with it, just to get it to where I want it to be. Because I didn't want it hot. Melted, but not hot. See? And it comes right on down. This one was extremely hot. Yeah, extremely hot. So we have what we want. Hi, Shells. So I'm gonna add just a tad bit more of the coconut oil before we add it into our bowl. Okay, I think we're good now. We can add our oil in now. Yes, we can. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to share the good news with you all soon. I'll be able to share it soon. Very, very soon. Just got to work out some things first. Yeah. We don't want to share things prematurely. But we're almost there. And it's going to be really great. You guys are going to love this because I'm loving it already. So we're going to do a half a teaspoon of vanilla. Half a teaspoon is good. I got some Madagascar vanilla here. I love that. I love it. I love it. And it smells so good. And then we're going to add a cup of milk. A cup of milk. 1 cup is good. One cup of milk. So we did our flour, our lemon zest, our maple, our coconut oil, our milk, our vanilla, and we're gonna fold the raspberries in. We're not gonna put those in right now. We'll fold those in. Just mix this really good. If you just joining, we are doing some raspberry glazed donuts. We've been doing a lot of savory dishes lately, so we'll just do something a little sweet today. Something, oh, this smells so good. Listen, these lemons in here. These lemons and this vanilla is something beautiful together. I think I need a little bit more milk. And I'm thinking I don't want to use this. I'm thinking I want to whisk. It smells good already. I'm excited about it. And I'm thinking I might want to use a hand mixer because I want it to be mixed up better than what it is. You have a hand mixer, you can use that, which it looks like that's what I'm going to go get. And this smells so good. It smells so good. Yeah, I think I'm going to use my hand mixer because I don't want to use much muscle today. It's a Monday. I don't think I have much muscle to use today. I was playing around with my oldest son today, and they like, because they're older now and taller than me, they like to kind of overpower me. They think it's funny, and they like to feel me struggle to push against them, to push them off, and, you know, like tight bear hugs and try to pick me up and all that stuff. And they think it's funny because at one point they couldn't do it, and now that they're all adults and they can now, they think it's funny. And so I didn't have much energy. I didn't. I'm like, I can't even fight you off of me today. So it is what it is. I didn't have much energy. Well, possibly because I hadn't had breakfast yet. I hadn't had any sea moss yet. I'm just was kind of like, pulling myself about a little bit this morning. I hadn't even had any water yet. And I think we are going to use, I'm going to go get this mixer because, yeah, I don't want to fight with this today. I don't. It smells so good though. God, I wish you can smell this. I wish you can really smell this. I'm going to get the mixer. Stay put. Yeah, the mixer is going to be the friend today because I'm not really feeling using all of my muscles today. I think I used all of my energy being excited earlier today. I think that's what happened. I usually have everything kind of already out. But when you're live, this is what happens, right? When you're live, this is what happens. Yeah, this is what happens. I am going to add the rest of my milk as well. It's a little thicker than I want it. Any plant-based milk you have, if you want to, that was almond milk that I used. If you don't want to use almond and you want to use an oat or a coconut, it works well too. And I'm just going to give this a little mix really quick. Just to make sure everything is mixed in. I'm going to fold in the raspberries. Something is not happy here. We're going to fold in the raspberries after we're done mixing. You don't want your dough to be pink. You don't really want the pink or the reddish dough. So you can either fold the raspberries in, or once you have the donuts in your mold pan, once you have them in there, and I'm losing this thingy here. Once you have the donuts, your dough inside of the mold pan, you can add your raspberries in that way. Either way works fine, but we're just going to take some and fold it in into the dough once we get it mixed. I think this dough knows that it's Monday. Let me scrape down my sides a bit. The dough knows that it's Monday. Give it a little boost. And to get all the dough up, I kind of like let it go faster as I pull it up out the bowl. And that gets all of the dough, majority of it, off of your beaters here. Just like that. Just like that. This is going to go into a piping bag. And so we're going to fold in some frozen raspberries. Yeah, just fold in some. And then the remainder of them we're going to use for our glaze. Yes. We're going to use for our glaze. And that should be good. And I'm just going to fold them in. Again, not stirring and making a whole. Yeah, we just want to fold them in. And then we're going to pour this batter into, and it kind of made the dough a little pink anyway. It's pretty though, it's really swirly. So we're going to get a bag, a piping bag. And get our dough in here. Yes, yes, let's get our dough into our bag. And I have our pan already here. And I'm just going to spray our pan. Okay, just give it a little spray. Set that over to the side. And then let's get our dough into our bag. It's really doughy. And just push it down as much as we possibly can. Hi, Big Hot Weedy, hello there. Thank you for joining us today. We're gonna scoop it into there. It's thick too. It's very thick because you don't want it to be all loose and stuff. I mean, not watery. You don't want your batter to be watery. And I think that's, let's see if that's enough to go down into our bag. Oh yeah, that's good. And we're just gonna put them over. I'm gonna slide this over. Into our pan, our donut molder. Just cut this little piece of plastic off. Just like that. I'm gonna take some water. And just squeeze it over into our pan. Just keep it in there. And if you get it on the mold away from, just take it and spread it. I love donuts. I love donuts too. I do too. I want you all to see what's going on here. So I'm gonna put it down as far down into the pan, into the mold as you can. You may get a raspberry or two that wants to clog it a little bit, but it's not. You can pull that through. And then the color, you can always change the fruit. You can do a blueberry. Hello, Prestige. You can do a blueberry. If you're not a fan of raspberries, you can always do blueberry. And we're gonna put these in the oven. Preheat your oven to 350. preheat your oven to 350, and then we're just gonna put these in, and then we're gonna make our glaze while our donuts are baking. We're gonna make a glaze for these. And I think that's good. These may have a little layer to them because I'm going back over them. If they look a little low on one side, I'm just kind of going back over them, but that's good. Give my hands a quick wipe seat. Okay, so we're gonna put these in. Can you see those? Isn't that swirl pretty? Yes, they smell so good. And we're just gonna put them in the oven, and then we're gonna make our glaze for them, okay? So let's pop these in. And then we're gonna make a glaze. So, with our glaze, we'll need the rest of our raspberries. So we're gonna make a puree out of these, out of the rest of these raspberries, okay? And these were frozen raspberries. You can use fresh if you want. So we're just gonna return them back to this bowl once we go ahead and puree them. And we don't need the big blender. This small little one is fine for right now because we're just gonna break these down. These raspberries. They're so pretty and they smell so good. So I'm gonna move this. And it's gonna get loud, but you'll be fine. Pretty little puree going. Hi, Gabe. Hi, Jasmine. So we got a nice little puree going here. We're gonna bring that back. We're gonna bring that back to the bowl, and then add in the rest of our ingredients for our glaze. Did it break down? Let's make sure we don't have any clumps. Such a beautiful color. That's what I love about fruits and vegetables. They give off just the perfect color each time. Nothing is artificial, nothing is made up. It's just nice and pure. Look how pretty that is. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. If you are just joining us today, we kind of came away from our savory dishes just for today. And we're making some raspberry glazed donuts. And we just popped our donuts into the oven. Yep, we're baking them. We're not frying them today. We're baking them. So I pulled out my old friend, my donut mold tray. My old friend. I used to make so many of them. And I kind of put it away. But we're not done. So we have, now you only needed 2 tablespoons. So whatever we have left, we'll put to the side. I'm sure we'll use it. We don't waste here. Roughly 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm gonna get a separate bowl so I can take out exactly what I need. I hope you all can see that. I'm gonna take out exactly what I need here. I'm just gonna do half of this. That's what we'll do, just half. All right. And then we just need 2 cups of some organic powdered sugar. Let me grab a clean clean cup. A nice clean cup. You know what I want to do? I want to use a bigger bowl. My kids say, "You making so many dishes." That's okay. I need room to mix. And I want you to be able to see. That's the good thing about using glass bowls, one of the many good things, so that you all can see what we're doing here. So let's add our sugar. Let's add our sugar. You don't have to glaze these if you don't want. You don't have to glaze your donuts. If you don't like your donuts glazed, then do not glaze them. It's like, oh my God, that's a lot of sugar. I don't want that. Isn't the color beautiful, Gabriel? I love that color. It's raspberry. Beautiful color. And then we're going to get a little more milk and add a little milk to this and mix it up. So I'm going to go and get some more almond milk. We only need 2 tablespoons. So remember, drizzle it in so that it does not become too watery. So only use a little at a time. Hi, Kobe Garrison. Thank you for joining us in the kitchen. Can you guys see here? Okay, so we're just going to drizzle in just a little almond milk, a little at a time, while we are mixing. And that way, you don't have so much. You don't want it to be too watery, too much liquid. So I'm gonna add a little more milk. Drizzles at a time. Don't just dump it in there, okay? It smells, oh God, this smell. Oh, it smells so good. These raspberries are everything. And this is why we drizzle a little at a time. It's very pretty. It really is. And I didn't even really notice, or, you know, I didn't put too much attention to the fact that it just kind of matches everything in here. And this will be a nice addition to put on the table during the holidays. It's festive looking. Again, if you can't do raspberries, you can substitute the raspberries with the blueberries. Hi, Dorita. You can substitute the raspberries. Hi, Michelle. And you can use the blueberries. But today, we did raspberries. So I'm going to give that a good mix. We don't need any more milk. I'll use that if I have to make another batch of the glaze. And because I can, I don't know if that's a good enough reason for anybody else, I'm going to put a couple drizzles of lemon juice in. Just a couple drizzles. Nothing too much. Just a couple. Just a few drops, okay? If it wants to come out. It doesn't look like it. Just a few drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh God, these smells together are everything. You all just joined. We're making some raspberry glazed donuts. We've been doing savory dishes for like a month or so. And so I decided to just kind of throw in some dessert. Hi, Ice. I'm so glad you all were able to join me in this kitchen. And our donuts are baking. And they smell awesome. And I'm just going to keep stirring this to break down some of those little sugar balls. We didn't fry our donuts. We're baking them in a donut mold. A donut molding tray. And we're just gonna keep stirring and stirring and stirring. Or you can whisk. Whisking is fine too. Can you see that? Look how smooth that it's looking. Look at that. It's beautiful. And it smells amazing. But how else would it smell? It's in this kitchen. It's amazing, right? And it smells so good, I want to eat it. But I'm just going to keep breaking down some of these sugar little clumps in here. Just a couple, it's not that much. Don't forget you all to tag and share. Let's do this thing together because we can. We can do this together. I can't wait to share some good news with you all. Some really, really, really good news. I'm so excited. And that's why I wasn't really behind today, but I sat down and was able to kind of put some things together and have a meeting. And the meeting went awesome. And I'm excited. I'm getting these sugar balls out. Kind of mashing them out a little bit. You don't want to have a big sugar ball on your donut. And so the meeting went great. The meeting went great. And I'm excited about this news. And I can't wait to give it to you. And you all are going to be excited too. I know that you will be. Just a few little more sugar balls I see. Not many, just a few. There's one. I think we're good. So this is already, our glaze is already. So I'm gonna sit this to the side if I have room. I should turn this around so that you all can see all this mess over here. It's just a bit much. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put our glaze back here. And I'm going to put the rest of the batter into the bag. Where is, we'll do that. We'll do that. And it's so messy. While our donuts are baking. This is so messy. So, so messy. So super messy. I just poured the rest. Excuse me. I just poured the rest of that milk into this batter. And I'm going to mix that in. Oh, they smell so good. Oh my goodness, I smell them. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to mix that in a little bit. Yeah, it's going to be pink, but it's okay. They're not going to look as swirled as the other batch, but it's fine. It's okay. It works. It's still pretty. It's still very pretty. Now I'm going to try to get this in here. Into my piping bag. It's so pretty. These colors are just everything. Let me see if I can get this in here without being too messy. And I smell these donuts. Oh my goodness. Raspberry ice. Raspberry. But what I did was I mixed them. You want to fold your raspberries in, and I did for the first batch, but then this batch I just mixed it again, which kind of made the color bleed all the way into the dough, which is, it's okay. It's not a bad thing. I just wanted them to have a different look. You can do it that way. That smells so good. I'm excited about that. I'm excited about it. They do look strawberry. You can use strawberry. Again, if you don't like raspberry or you cannot eat raspberries. I don't know who can't, but besides my sister. I have a sister and she's allergic to fruit. And she can't have fruit and I feel so bad for her. Especially in the summertime. Because that's all I eat is fruit. I very seldomly will eat a hot meal in the summer because the fruit works better in my system. Works so much better in my system. Sometimes hot food gives me a tummy ache in the summer. During the summer months. But she can't have fruit and I feel so bad for her sometimes because it's like, you're missing out, sister. You're missing out. You're missing out on everything. Because fresh fruit is everything. You're missing out. So, I'm going to give a quick wipe. It's a really laid back Monday. Is anybody else feeling really... Is anybody else feeling really laid back today? Anybody? Anybody? And I'm going to go find my toothpick so I can check our donuts. It's really laid back today. Yes, Ice, it's so laid back today. Like, I feel really, yeah, really laid back. I'm glad I didn't fix any, tea because I would be sleep on this. I would be really sleepy. Yes, I try to eat at least, I can do 2, honestly. I can do 2 to 3 whole watermelons a week in the summertime. I really can. I really can. I can just eat it. I can juice it. Hello, Miss Kim. Listen, I tell us all the time, this is what happens when you go live. Anything, look, I call myself squeezing some of the leftover lemon into my water. I call myself squeezing the leftover lemon in my water, and look what I did. I didn't drop the whole lemon. I've dropped a whole lemon in here. A whole lemon just floating around in here. Ice, don't say such things here, okay, dear? Don't say such things here. Let me get this fish just lemon out of my water. This is hilarious. This was so not... This was so not intentional, okay? I dropped a whole lemon. But this water tastes so much better, though, honestly. And I'm just going to put it in another glass because I'm going to use this lemon. Yes, indeed, I am. I dropped a whole lemon in here. Look, this is what happens. I told you, it's a laid back type of day. It's so... Yeah, we'll set that there. And we'll use that for something later. It's not going to waste. Trust me, it's not. Nothing goes to waste. I'll find something to do with this piece I cut off. Yeah, nothing goes to waste here. Nothing. I don't like to be wasteful. Just keep it in there. It was too big. And then it made my water a little bit too strong, but it's okay. Sorry, my paper towel is all wet, but it's okay. I just needed it to catch the drizzle from the glaze from our rack. Right, clearly, lemonade. That whole lemon fell in there, but it's okay. So you all, we didn't talk about what you all ate today. How was your weekend? And we're gonna take them donuts. I wish y'all can smell them donuts. They smell awesome. They smell so very good, so very good. I can smell the donuts baking. This glaze behind me is so very strong. This kitchen smells awesome. It smells better than what it smelled like in here the other day. It's story time. So my son says, he's going to get me, but we'll be okay. Ice, don't tell KJ this story, okay? In case he's not watching. So the other day, my son comes in. He says, Mom, I mopped the floors for you. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Why do you want to mop the floors? He's like, they just, probably could use a good sweep down and a good mop. I'm like, okay, well, thanks, I appreciate it. I had some, I don't know what happened there. We kind of flicked off. But I had some errands to run Saturday and some business to take care of. So I'm like, okay, thank you. Excuse me, Miss Kim. You're making portobello mushroom fajitas and yellow cumin and garlic rice. So, you remember the house you stopped over? I promise you I did not peel the address off the front. Make your rounds. So I come back in after my son mopped the floors, and my eyes, oh my God, my eyes, I felt like a cartoon. You know the little cartoons when something happens and then you hear somebody in the back saying, my eyes! I felt like that. I felt like that. Oh my God, my eyes were crying and burning, and I couldn't pull it together. Everybody in the house was rubbing their eyes like, what happened? And because the son, he just decided he was going to use a whole gallon of bleach. He says he didn't, but Gabriel, was that you on here? Gabriel, you on here? He used way too much bleach. And yeah, Gabriel knows, way too much bleach, Kim, way too much. And I'm like, that's not necessary. You're not mopping a stadium floor. It's just way too much. And so my eyes for the rest of the day were like this. And I kept running. I'm like, boy, those are chemicals. His answer was, well, why they sell it in the store? Let's check this donut. And I have my toothpick. And I'm just going to stick my toothpick. And they came out clean. So that's done. I think, right, Ice. So I think maybe whenever I'm doing a show where I'm going to be doing some baking, I won't wear earrings. That heat gets to these earrings and then they dangle and touch the side of my face and neck, and it's like, oh, what is that? We're live. This is what happens. So our toothpick came out clean. Of course, except for that little piece there, but that's from the raspberry. And then we're gonna let them cool for a few seconds, not minutes, just a couple seconds. And then I'm gonna put the other ones in. I think that next one I'm going to appreciate better. Let me get Muff. Hey, honey. I think the next ones I'm going to appreciate so much better. So here's the thing with putting up decorations. You're constantly finding glitter. If y'all know anything about Chris, y'all know I do not like glitter. I am not a glitter fan at all. It lingers. You find glitter in places. It's like, I wasn't even in this room with this thing. How did glitter get in here? So I'm gonna let these cool off a little bit. I actually can take them out. So I'm gonna use my toothpick and I'm gonna pull them out and hope they don't slide off of this plate. They so cute and little. And I'm gonna put the next batch in. Come on off of here, little one. They're so nice and little. Well, not so much as little. They're very decent size. You don't want jumbos. And here we go. We have some raspberry. We have some raspberry donuts, and we are getting ready to put some glaze on. Yes, Muff. I call myself sending out reminders to help, because I get a lot of people saying, "Oh my God, can you send me a reminder? Oh my God, just like send me a link." Or, "Oh my God, can you call me before?" It's like I have so much to do. It's impossible for me to call everybody to say, "Hey, I'll be on." So I try to put up the reminders and try to send them out as much as I can. But it's like I miss somebody every time. I'm so sorry, love. But here are our raspberry donuts, and I'm gonna let them cool for a few seconds while I fill this back up. These are gonna cool, and we're gonna dunk these babies. And where that glaze go? Where it go? What's that? Y'all see that glaze back there on the counter? We're gonna dunk these in there. So I'm gonna sit these down and let them cool for a second. And I'm gonna fill this up. Let me see. I don't want this to be stuck on there. Let me get a... We're gonna glaze these babies, okay? We're gonna glaze them. We're gonna glaze them. So I'm gonna wipe that off a little bit. And because we sprayed our pan, it wipes right out. It wipes right out. Yes, Muff, thank you. So I decided to do something sweet today because we have been doing savory for a minute now. So I said, well, let's just do something. So let's put some more, make some more here. I think I'm gonna take these up a little higher. Let's make these bigger. Let's make these a little bit bigger. Yeah, just a little bit bigger. Can you all see me? See down here? I'm so excited. I can't wait to give you all the good news. Okay, yeah, that was too much. And if it's messy and it kind of goes over the middle of the little donut thing there, where the little hump is down in there, just wet your fingers a bit and separate and take the dough off. Very simple. Wet your fingers, separate the dough. That's it. And we're gonna put these back in the oven. Can we see? This one looks like it could stand to have a little more in there. What you all think? I think this one can. This one with the little raspberry glaze on it. Okay, I think that's better. And then we still have enough in there for one more donut. There we go. And we're just gonna stick these in the oven. The other ones are already done. They're a little small, but they're good. These will be bigger. I put more in these in this batch. But there we go. We're gonna stick them in the oven. We're gonna stick that. I'm gonna give it a little quick wipe, and then we're gonna glaze these babies. How about that? Let's get started. Let's glaze these babies up. So we have our glaze. We bake them 10 to 12 minutes is good. 10 to 12 minutes is all you need. So I'm gonna move this over. This mess that I have here is something ridiculous. It's something ridiculous, but it's okay. We know what to do. We know what to do. And I'm going to make use of that coconut oil. Yes, I am. Okay, so we're going to take a little glaze on our donuts. They almost look like blueberry anyway. So I'm gonna take this downward. Now they are cooled. They're still warm, very warm, but they're cooled enough for you to put the glaze on. So I'm gonna put. Let's see here, because I want y'all to see how I dunk this. I want y'all to see this dunking going on. No pun intended. Ready? So let's dunk this a little bit, And then just put them right on the rack. They're hot still. I want them to cool off a lot more, but they didn't. We don't have a lot of time here. Put them in that glaze. It's so pretty. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. They're still hot, but they're so pretty. So just give it a good dunk and take them out and sit them out. They're so hot. I could have let them cool off a little longer. And then if you want, if that's not enough, you let that cool down and dunk them again if you want extra glaze. But I think this is enough. For me, it's enough. And I'm going to lift this so you can see it. Ooh. Pretty. We have some raspberry glazed donuts. Let's get into them. Let's eat one. Let's see if we like the way, if they taste as good as they look. I think they will. Let's try it out. Which one? Which one? Which one? Where's the smallest one? I don't know. We'll try here. Let's see. That's so good. Y'all know it's good when I dance. Not really dancing, just rocking, a little hip rocking. But this is really good. These raspberries are everything. They so strong. The smell of them, the taste of them, it's so good. Y'all know what's next. Go make these. Go make these donuts. Oh gosh, that's so good. That is super good. I think I'm gonna eat this whole donut. Ice gonna make these donuts. Not hard to do at all. Nope, not hard to do at all. Very simple. And the raspberries have the seeds, but the seeds are not annoying. They're not like everywhere, like, oh my God, there's too many seeds. No, they're really, really good. Really, really good. Go make these donuts. Muff, listen. I wish I could throw you one through the screen. I promise you. These are very good. Some good raspberries. Again, if you don't like raspberries or you can't eat them, you can use blueberries or strawberries. But I can have raspberries, so I'm gonna dig in. I'm gonna go for it. Go make these donuts. Very, very, very good. They're not too sweet either. They're not. They're perfect. Nice and fresh. Go make it. And it's not a whole lot of, you know how you get donuts and it's like, your hands are all greasy and stuff. You're not getting that here because they're baked and not deep fried. So you're not getting all of the grease. And it's like, oh, that made my stomach hurt a little bit because there's too much oil or it's too greasy. Which, I mean, you know, some of us can eat fried donuts and some of us cannot. But this is better for people who don't want to eat the fried donuts. They're baked. So it's not a whole lot of unnecessary oils and grease. We use some coconut oil. Coconut oil is good for you. Okay, so go make these donuts. They're very good. Make some for your family. Make some for the kids. Make some for work. Make some and just sit them out on a table. Make them and pass them to a neighbor. Okay. Okay, Ice, if you don't want to do the raspberry glaze, you can do a vanilla glaze. Just take the raspberries out and then just add a little, where's my vanilla? Add a little vanilla, and you still use the milk and the sugar. And just mix it. You don't have to use the raspberry little jam we made. You don't have to use that. But go try out this recipe. It's so good. It's very good. And I'm gonna go ahead and let you all continue to your laid back Monday. Kim, don't you be a stranger, dear, with that with those fajitas, honey. I love you all so very much. Thank you for sharing. Hey, Jam Jam. Miss Mimi, the queen. Hello there. You just tuned in. We made some raspberry glazed donuts today. Go back and watch it and make these for the kids. Go make these for the kids. They'll love these. They will love these. And again, if you can't do raspberry, you can do a blueberry or a strawberry, whatever you like. But go make these for the kids. And then let them make them with you, Mimi. They'll love these. They'll love to make those with you. And this is real raspberries, no food coloring involved, none of that extra stuff. So you all go back and check out the recipe. As we discussed last week, you all go to YouTube for me and subscribe. Thank you very much. So a lot of times we can't, just sharing a video or a post or a status or subscribing is more than you think it is. It's like, well, I'm just one person. No, you're one more person added to the numbers that's needed. And so I always appreciate you all. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe. I love you all. And until next time, I gotta switch hands. Take care of yourselves.